All right. We are back once again, ladies and gentlemen. This is the High Level Podcast. We are your hosts, Kyle and Rayna, and today is a very special day for us. It is a day where I like to welcome somebody who is my great friend, someone I've known for a long time and just reconnected with, and we kind of had some goals that aligned here, and I would love to give a very, very warm welcome to my boy, Vinnie P. Let's go.
What up?
Got to throw that applause in
track.
for the guy. Yes, sir. You know I had to do it.
I love it.
We are here to bullshit. If you guys like the bullshit, you can find us at the High Level Podcast on YouTube. We are on Apple Pods. We are on Spotify. We are on iHeartRadio, Pandora, and a couple other ones that I've never heard of before. But you know where to find us. It's the High Level Podcast. So with that being said, we have some things to speak about today. And one of those things, guys, and I know all you guys watching, listening are probably friggin' sick of me by now. But there's a couple more things I wanted to bring up about the Drake beef.
A couple more biases. Bring it up.
Yeah.
A little biased, you know, a little biased. But, you
Very
know,
much.
I think one big thing that has happened since we talked about this last is there is another song that Drake put out on his Instagram. And he literally used AI of Tupac and Snoop. But he spit his verse with their voice as AI and just ripped Kendrick. Ripped him.
You
I
could
hope
tell
he
when...
know. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I hope he knows that Snoop Dogg isn't dead. Like, he's well and alive and could have asked Snoop Dogg for the feature and didn't.
Yeah, I know. But he wouldn't have did it.
Shiesty.
That's what I was like. First of all, I think it's like a little tacky to use AI as your like medium. I get what he was doing with like the comparisons that Kendrick does and Tupac, the next Tupac, yada yada yada. But like, I don't know, it doesn't sit well with me. And like you said, like, dude, Snoop's still
He's
around.
alive.
Not only is he alive, he's relevant as
And
Yeah.
reacted to it
Dude,
like what?
I know. Did you guys see his reaction video?
No, I didn't.
Oh
He was
my!
like, I'm going
Lanta.
back to bed. Like,
He didn't know what to say. He was taken back. It's on his his Instagram. He posted a video of it, and it's all over. Social media. But it was just great because you use the AI voices, but you spit. Like, those weren't just like verses that he took from their songs and meshed it up. Like, he was like, oh, these are your idols. These are the people that you compare
that
yourself
was
to.
definitely to rile him up, like shake the cage
Yeah.
a little
Well, I
bit.
think it was like a voice synthesizer, right? I
Yes.
think he actually spit it.
He spit
and
it.
They changed the voice.
And they changed his
Yeah,
voice
yeah,
over
yeah.
it, which is
Yeah.
dope. Like, nobody else
That's
really
cool.
doing that.
It's cool
Yeah.
technology to put into music, but definitely in a sense of a cop out, like AI with the music, like it.
But just, I think the concept of that, because we haven't seen anybody in the rap game really do that. But now that AI is a thing, we see a lot more people, new Weekend song, new, this and that, Lil Wayne song, but it's not
People
really
calling
them.
us with Rihanna, like, oh, she put out a new album, and it's AI, like,
Yeah, and so it's hard to tell the
heartache.
difference. But for Drake to get on a track, use his idols against him like that is devious.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely.
That's
yeah.
devious.
Yes, it was definitely devious. I'll give him that.
And I don't think there's too much more to unravel there. I think there was...
Oh, Kanye entered the chat.
Okay, yeah, that's the other thing. Kanye entered the chat. I can't stand Kanye. I don't know. How do you feel about Kanye?
Different to Kanye, dude. It depends. Like, what level of Kanye do you want to get on, right? Like,
Well, that's a fact. Yeah.
So like,
I'm sticking beside him.
I don't know. The only, like, I haven't stayed up to date on the current beef between all of them, but. And I know you're a Drake guy through and through. You've always been a Drake guy
OVO.
through and through. But like,
OVO.
dude, I like me some Kendrick. I'm not gonna lie.
And you know what? I do too.
It bothers me that he's been like quiet as long as he has been.
Supposedly he has an album coming out in May, and he's got an actual Drake track on there. But think about why he would do that, right? Why would he do that? Because people are gonna tune into that album because he hasn't dropped one in a while, right? But not only that, but people want to hear the Drake track. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna jump on the album, and that'll
He's trying
probably
to
be
drive
the
those sales.
Yeah, and that will be the highest song that like grosses probably the most listeners because they want to hear the rebuttal, if there even is one. This is all speculation.
Right.
So for me, like I love to stay up on this. Like, I love coming on the pod every week and having something to talk about with it. But there is one more big one that the internet's going crazy
Drum
over.
roll.
And Chris Breezy came. I don't know if you heard it,
I
dude.
didn't. No, I
he
didn't.
came for Quavo on some shit where he was like, R.I.P. Takeoff, but everybody wished it was you instead. Like, just said that on a track, dude. Like, that's the most, like, it's rap and it's bars and it's fire, but that's like disrespect,
so
bro.
disrespectful.
pretty,
But like, I love it. Like, I love when rap gets disrespectful like that. Like, yes, like hit below the belt,
Dude,
like
I mean,
get mad in the booth.
That's the game.
That's the
yeah,
sport,
dude, we
like-
grew up with. Well, I mean, you're not that much younger than me, but like we grew up West Coast, East Coast.
Yeah, and we
Exactly.
Dude,
talked
I don't
about
want to
that.
see people die over this shit, but like people were dying over this shit.
No
like,
doubt.
in the-
I don't
you know
want
what
nobody to
mean?
die,
No,
but
obviously
like,
not,
I
obviously not.
definitely
But,
want the
like,
disrespectful
but that's
bars.
what
I
you were
love
saying.
it.
Like that's why I think Kendrick. The more time you let go by, the bigger the critics are going to be. It's like, dude, would you just take another month to write your track? Especially when Drake's like, oh, I wrote this in like 2 hours.
Right. Yeah, you can't wait.
I think so too, just because you kind of start to lose momentum a little bit
Yeah.
too, like people caring like, oh, you already lost because you took so long. Like,
And not for nothing, but we're talking about like you're going up against the artist of the generation. Like there isn't a bigger like he's in a different caliber of stardom now. Like he's in the same conversations as Hove, he's in the same conversations as Weezy, he's in the same conversations as I mean you name it, he's in that conversation now. And so isn't Kendrick, so isn't J. Cole. So that's why the only reason, like, yeah, it's cool for rap, but I hate when all my favorite rappers are beefing. Because we had a Future and Drake collab album. We had, you know, numerous Rick Ross and Drake hits that we all love. Like, and to think we're not going to get any of that
Or DJ
anymore, like,
Khaled.
kills
no
me.
more, yeah.
DJ
But-
Khaled can't have his bros on one album because they all beefing.
But no, the Chris Breezy and Quavo ones is serious. Like, and they've had
You
like
know,
a
he
little.
like hates his guts.
I
like,
know, but he
you have
has
to
for a
listen to
long
it.
time.
Like he hates Quavo with everything in him, and like I love that. I love it.
It calls for good rap beef, 100%. But we're not here to talk rap beef all day. You know, we're gonna have a music episode coming up here soon in the near future with a friend of
Good
mine
friend of
who's
yours.
deep in the music thing. He's got this whole movement going on, but we won't get into that. That's next week. What we're really here for is to get to know you. I think it's important to people to kind of see who is part of the team now, where you're going to be helping us out with the video editing, and you've given me a lot of great ideas. You and your wife Kelly, who is the best ever. Just got to throw that in there for my girl Kelly. But just, you know, I think it's great that you decided to come on here and just sort of give us the little boost we need in terms of like visuals, and just to have someone who genuinely supports what we're trying to do, you know, as we were just talking about before we started filming. And so I want to give the mic, which you have in front of you, over to you. I just want to know like a little bit, and the people are going to want to know a little bit about you. So let's start with just the basic stuff. Like, where did you grow up, Vinny?
I grew up in Andover, so I'm sure people from Mass are familiar with it. We're a little Boston suburb, like 30 minutes north, right in between Lawrence and Lowell, but nothing like the two, I guess, which I was made aware of growing up.
Andover is nice, though. I like
love
Andover.
Andover.
Yeah, no, it's really nice. It's awesome. I mean, I definitely had a privileged childhood for sure. Like, you know what I mean? We're no strangers to family vacations and like all that kind of stuff.
Did you graduate from Andover High?
Yeah, Andover High 2008, and then I went to Endicott in Beverly, and that was 2012.
Nice.
And you graduated with what kind of degree?
So communications with a concentration in media production. After that, I moved into automotive. Like, my uncle owns a dealership in Somerville. So I worked there for a few
I know
years.
which one it is.
Yeah, like taking
Yes,
pictures
sir.
and whatnot. John's Auto Sales.
John's
Auto
Auto
Sales.
Sales.
Shout
Right
out.
near Target.
In the Ville.
With the
across.
smiley
Yeah, with the
face.
smiley-
That's
yeah.
Somerville.
My mom got a
isn't it?
car from
yeah.
there.
It's my uncle. Yeah.
Yeah, so all you people out there, all my Massachusetts folks from the North Shore area, if you need a pristine used vehicle, Vinny's uncle at John
Just don't
Autos
go
in
there with
Somerville.
crappy credit.
Yeah.
You won't get nothing.
No, they'll hook you up. They'll hook you
Oh,
up.
see?
Yo, bad credit, no credit.
I'm name dropping, bro.
That's right. Advertise.
I'm going in there like, yo, Vinnie P.
Yo, you definitely. I mean,
It's my guy.
They're definitely great people. My dad and him and their buddies went to Jamaica one day and saw one of their license plate cruising around.
Dude,
Oh, that's
imagine.
freaking
Oh man,
sick.
that's dope.
But yeah,
But-
so I got in there. I got a job there. I was like taking pictures of cars, that kind of stuff, whatever. And I mean, dealership life is not for a lot of people. So like, there was a certain point where I knew it was my time to move on. My buddy worked at an ad agency in Saugus at the time, right on Route 1. So he pulled me in there.
And that's when you were still working at Pocari's, right?
I was, yeah. So I was working at the agency and at Pocari's, flipping pies. But yeah, the agency was still automotive. So that agency was automotive based, premier in the industry, and I started there as just like another dude on the payroll, and I ended up working up to client onboarding manager. So we were onboarding anywhere between like 30 and 40 new dealerships a month. And then I would assess what they need to do online to grow their business, get more car sales out there, more trade-ins, more used car service, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then put together a media plan for either Google or Facebook and disperse them to a team that oversee the whole process.
Damn, that sounds like a lot of work, brother.
I was just going to say,
that's like a lot of work, bro.
Yeah,
eyes
dude,
to pop
but
out.
it's probably light work for you.
No. I mean, agency life is notoriously long hours. So you get there at 8, you leave at 8. There was one night I literally slept there.
That's dedication.
So we were,
that's dedication,
dude, it
right there.
sucked, man. But
I
like,
bet.
But at the same time, like while I was there, I got hired there. I was maybe like mid-20s, I want to say, like early 20s, mid-20s, and then by the time I left, I had doubled my salary. I had gone from like a sole contributor to managing a team of 12.
Hey.
Yeah, like they definitely, they took care of me very, very well. And then I was just like, dude, I'm good with automotive. I'm like good with agency life here as it stands. And I went to a different place, got out of automotive and went to B2B. So like business to business.
Right.
That agency was really great. They're also like a premier agency in the city. They've been around for 20 years and they work mostly with large enterprise businesses. So I was running paid media for Dell.
Okay. Big name.
Yeah. So not selling computers or anything, but like Dell has a whole service side of things where you can hire their IT support. You can hire their like technical team, whatever.
Kind of like their own geek squad.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
you can hire their geek squad. So that was what I was advertising. And then there was some other stuff like EBSCO. I don't know if you're familiar with EBSCO. You will be. Yeah, you have.
Yeah, you said you will be.
You
What are we talking here?
What are we talking? You know every rubber mat you've ever walked on in a restaurant?
Oh.
You know every soap dispenser you've ever gone like this on?
Oh, yeah.
You know every hand dryer you've ever gone like this on, dude?
That's big time shit.
He said you do know.
I do know.
EBSCO's a multi-billion-dollar company. So we weren't doing the restaurant stuff. It was cool to like have that connection and know their products. And like,
right.
And I was in account management, so it's really about building a relationship with the person, convincing them that like convincing is strong, but ultimately you're convincing them that your agency is the one that they want to be with and that they should be with, right?
Right.
So you're managing that relationship and making sure that they're seeing the benefits. And I had that connection. So that was like the bulk of it. And then I moved over to a very small boutique agency, and I was the director of marketing there for a little under 2 years. And then got laid off with the big tech layoffs that happened like 2 or 3 months ago.
Okay.
So that kind of brings us current.
Right. Well, I'm going to blast it back for a minute.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about, briefly, I think this is worth talking about how we actually met.
Yeah.
Was, like you said, you were flipping pies. I think I was there before you, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I started working at Pocari's. All my North Shore people, even if you're from Mass, you probably know Pocari's, Italian-American restaurant. Regina Pizza, same.
Regina.
Yeah, everybody knows Regina. Sant'Apio's still better. We won't go there right now. But, yeah, so we met. I was working there. It had to have been... It was 2013, I think, when I started. Because I remember I found out that... I was having my first son, and I just remember like me and you just clicked, bro. Like I was on saute, you were on pizza. Well, I mean, I did a little bit of everything, but just like the times we had in there, bro, is why we have the friendship we have. Obviously, we wouldn't know each other if it wasn't for Pocari's, and I'm grateful for that place because I met a lot of great people.
Met my wife there.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, dude, I'll never forget when you and Kelly first started like dating and stuff. You had this whole crew of people there, just like standing you guys, bro. Everyone was for it, and I was too because, like I said at the beginning, like Kelly's the shit. Like once you meet Kelly, like you'll everybody loves Kelly. She's just one of those people. But I had a lot of fun there, man. Like those early mornings that we would make breakfast pies, bro.
Dude, Freddie, man.
Freddie's an OG, bro. Freddie's an OG. Remember?
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say when that kid tried. Were you there? That kid tried to fight him. Remember?
Yep.
He's like, Freddie comes up. He's like, fuck your mother, right to this kid's face. He didn't know what to do. Legendary story. I forgot about that.
Dude,
So right now, dude.
Freddy's OG. I think about him like once every 4 or 5 months, dude. That guy.
Dude, he's one of those people, dude. Like, and I saw him because I know where he lives in Melrose, and I saw him maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. But you got to think, when we were working with Freddie, and that was what, almost a decade ago.
Almost.
And,
Over a decade.
Oh, maybe over a
Almost,
decade ago. So yeah, like, he's probably dead now.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, like, like,
He's
and if
fucking strong like bull, dude.
hey,
Don't say
like,
that.
I say what I want on my own podcast. I don't know what to tell you.
The average American lives till what? I think it's like 70 now.
Something like that.
Yeah, but Freddie was like 70 when we were working with
I
him.
know. He was
So,
a G though.
He was a G. He was a G.
I remember though when I started working there, I think part of the reason me and you clicked was because, and I remember this conversation like it was yesterday, we both had a gut feeling that we already knew each other. Because I remember we were shooting the shit one day, and I was like, dude, like, you know, who are you? Like,
I don't remember this.
I was like, who? Like, where do I know you from? Like, I know you. You're not. This isn't the first time I've met you before.
But did we meet before?
No, never.
Okay,
Never.
all right.
But like, you said it to me too. You're like, yeah, dude. Like, I feel like I know you from somewhere. And that moment always stuck with me because there's not many people in the world that I've met.
Where you feel like you've met
Yeah,
them.
Yeah,
like, dude,
same.
you hear people say that shit all the time. It's like, oh, I feel like I've known you forever. And dude, that was like
One of those moments.
it's like a hard hitting moment. Yeah, because I was like, dude, I don't know this kid from Adam.
Well, that's what I mean.
You
Like,
know
it
what I
felt
mean?
natural.
That's
One of
awesome.
like not on no corny shit, like no Diddy, but but no, it was really like that though. Like, and it was just one. I mean, I don't remember that conversation, but that's obviously where it was like, all right, cool. We know each other even if we don't, so we're bros now. But my favorite memories of us, and you already know, will always be looking at John Enos around 3:30 in the afternoon and going, we're going on break. And he'd just roll his eyes and shake his head. We'd go sit in Vinny's car, smoke blunts. Like, not one blunt, probably like two no more than three.
Come back into the
four on a
kitchen
good
in the
day.
On a good
weekend.
day, like on the
Yikes.
Sunday double or something, we would do it. But the best part about that was, like, we would have ciphers. Like, we would just spit. Like, and we'd be on break for an hour and a
I
half
was gonna
sometimes.
say, dude,
And,
like,
like,
got ignorant sometimes.
it definitely, yeah, it did. It definitely did.
I love it.
But that's my favorite, though. Like, and don't get it twisted. Vinnie P be fucking spitting some bars, man. Like,
Dude, I surprise myself sometimes.
I surprised myself like once or twice.
I'll never
like,
be the one to say I could do it. But I will say, I figured something like this would come up today, and I was sitting on my couch today, and I was like, let's see what the gas tank's got left in it.
Oh no,
Got a couple things.
you got some shit. I don't know if
We're
I
not
could
doing
do it.
We're not doing it, but like it was.
We're not doing it.
Nah,
Guys, don't worry.
yeah,
Vinnie
no.
P's not dropping 50 on your headpiece right now. It's okay.
Yeah, maybe next time. But no, dude, it was funny because like I haven't done that shit in so long.
Me
You
either,
know what
bro. I
mean?
think it was since you, honestly.
I live in New Hampshire and listen to country now, my friend.
Yeah.
So
You're a
like,
different-
the last
you're a
time
different
I-
cat
The last
now.
time I freestyled, man, was other than today. It was
Right.
probably like last time we were sitting in my Mazda, just ripping a blunt.
But those, honestly, like, but
love it.
those days mean, like,
freestyling.
I think about it because, like, Polcari's was such an important part of my life because that was the first restaurant I worked at where it really gave me my legs to stand on outside of, like, going to a vocational high school and taking culinary. So, like, to have that real restaurant experience, but then also meet some of these people, like I said, it's a small handful of people, but to meet these people and see, like, okay, we didn't talk for what, 6-7 years,
Something
maybe.
like that.
I mean,
Maybe like in passing, like
yeah,
a
like
message,
chirping a little
there,
bit or whatever. But it just goes to show that, like, you can meet some of the best people in your life, and things can come really full circle. Like right now, this is a full circle moment, dude. Like, we didn't talk for maybe 5-6 years before I originally hit you up.
Yeah.
And here we are, dude. You're on the pod. Like, you're a part of the pod now. Like, you're here. And
yeah,
to
dude.
me, dude, it's cool. And this all started because we were flipping fucking pizzas at Polcari's,
Damn
man.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so dope how the world works that way.
I still make at least one pizza a week.
Hey, you gotta keep the dust off.
Stretch
You know,
'em
you
out,
gotta. And I don't know, man. I just love that shit. So
It was dope.
I'm happy that I had those times and that those times like led me to where I am now. Like, it sounds corny and cliche, but it is true. Like, you got to value those kind of people in your life that just you in that moment you think they're coming by passing, but they're not coming by passing. They're there to fucking stay. So great.
Also, anyone looking for their soulmate, dude, Polcari's.
Dude, How many relationships
That's
came
what
out of that
I'm
place?
saying, dude. And they last too, which is crazy.
That's
like
the
you see people
crazy
in like
thing.
restaurants doing their thing, whatever,
Everybody
having fun,
bangs
yada, yada, yada,
everybody in
The
But
back
dude,
of the
like,
house bangs the front of the house.
That's right.
I'd use at least a full hand to tell you all the marriages and like children that have come as a result of
No
people
doubt.
meeting at that place.
No, really though.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Pocari's for real.
It's crazy. It's so
I
funny.
love that.
Yours is the best one though. Everybody wanted you guys together, and then it happened, and it was like, because here's the thing, and you probably know this as well as Kelly does. When Kelly got out of her relationship and actually became single again, everybody wanted Kelly, bro. Everybody wanted Kelly because she's such a sweetheart, and I don't want to put in like I'm not trying to put it at the situation on blast or anything, but like that's the truth, that's the fact of the matter, and the best man fucking won. So you have a beautiful home, an awesome little Frenchie.
Goddamn right.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah. No, it was great, dude. Yeah. And it's crazy how many marriages came of that place. But in any event.
Yeah. But I want to try to segue here now. You know, you were talking about where you're from, all these things. You went to college, all this stuff. So that leads me to this, bro. What's going on now? What do you got going on now?
So right now I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing the Adlast gig. So Adlast is a full service digital marketing agency that specializes in lead gen and demand gen. So get people to know who you are and then get those people to submit forms or make your phone ring. I'm trying to do mine a little bit different, not in terms of like the strategy, because there's only so many ways to skin a cat, quite frankly. The data that's available is the data that's available. If you go on Google and you search for a car for sale, there's only so many ways that you can show up for that term, right? There's just like there's only so many ways there's only so many routes you can take to drive into downtown Boston from here. Right.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, you're going to be taking one of the 10 routes and you're going to hit traffic. The difference that I try to make is I try to bring an education along with it for my partners, my clients, because I have found in my time at agencies that with agencies themselves are not always the most genuine.
It's all about money.
It is all about money, and not only that, it's all about bragging rights, right? Not everything is gonna always work, but I'm gonna tell you when it doesn't. I'll let you know when it's your fault. I'll certainly let you know when it's my fault. But there's a mutual understanding that we're all bringing something to the table here. Mine's the expertise, yours is the product. Expertise in marketing, yours is the product. How do we marry those two things together and make sure that your customers know who you are, want to do business with you, and ultimately keep coming back?
Because makes the dream work.
Yeah, you can. Ray-Ban sells $200 glasses,
Yes,
right?
they do.
But I've bought 3 or 4 pairs of Ray-Bans in my life. You know what I mean? It's not because I'm a millionaire, but it's because they're the brand
and
I
you
go
like
to.
what you like.
Yeah. So if they do what they do and I like what they do, then I'm going to be their customer.
Exactly.
And that's really what I try to bring. So I'm transparent. Some have called me blunt. Take it or leave it.
Of course, absolutely.
I'd rather blunt.
I like a straight shooter.
Especially when it comes to business.
Yeah.
Please be
transparent,
straightforward.
upfront.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
honest.
I had this is a perfect example. So today I was part of building the brand is just being active. Content creation, which is why I love what you guys are doing. You're just doing your thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've been getting on Reddit more lately.
Love Reddit.
And just kind of answering questions that people have about digital marketing. So when I answered today, this guy was like, I want to run a campaign on LinkedIn. How much money should I spend? And I was like, buddy, that's not even nearly enough information for me to start giving you an answer.
Right.
You know what the comment below me was? $52,500.
Wow.
On
the
money. The money out there, just
bro, what?
Yeah, that's a little excessive.
Just throwing out some.
It might be
a
right.
number.
It could be right. Could be right on the money, but
it's where'd you get that from?
Yeah, I could tell you didn't make an educated decision about that.
Yeah, just
you know what I mean.
An educated guess.
Yeah, so we had a back and forth on Reddit for an hour this morning, and I gave him a legitimate recommendation that he could take back to his boss or his owner and use.
Nice.
Right. Doesn't need to pay me shit because A, that recommendation isn't really worth anything, but B, that's part of my brand is educating people. So if it takes me an hour, if it takes me an hour to go do a Reddit post and tell the guy why he needs to be doing what he's doing without telling him what to do,
right?
That's in line with what I'm trying.
I like
to do.
that.
Of course, yeah. Now, with all that being said, what is who is your typical clientele? Like what kind of business owners, what kind of people are coming to you looking for help?
To answer your question shortly, mostly automotive clients. I work with a lot of car dealers. I work
Yep.
with a lot of mechanics. I'm trying to get out of that space. But when someone makes a search, it's literally an auction. So if you're running ads, and I'm running ads, someone searches car for sale near me, all of us are going to throw up our number. Yours is going to be $1, yours is going to be $2, mine's going to be $3. And I'm going to show up on top, you're going to be in the middle, and you're going to be at the bottom.
Okay.
If I only have $3 to advertise with, you can't afford the clicks because it costs you $3 just to show up.
Right.
So the problem that I've found with small businesses, and it's through no fault of their own. I'm in the same position, right? Like I can't throw thousands to advertise my business. So I don't want to be knocking the same people who I'm in the same situation with.
Right.
However, there are agencies that specialize in tiny budgets. I am not one of them.
Right.
I specialize with larger, like I told you, I worked with Dell, I worked with EBSCO, I work with like the Herb Chambers type dealerships that have 20, 30 rooftops around the area, like the larger marketing budgets. Because quite frankly, like
it's going to go a little further.
It's going to go a little further, and I don't know how to effectively spend your $200. So I'm not going to be in the position of setting myself up for failure.
Right.
So like it is of my opinion that if you want to advertise, you should saturate your market. But if you can't, there's other avenues you could take. I wouldn't suggest paying for it though.
Right.
So there's that, and that's again part of the honesty, the transparency, the integrity. Like your $200 ain't gonna do shit.
Right.
Like please, can we table our expectations?
You're like on
It's
the
only gonna
56th page on Google.
Yeah.
Like
And nobody's going that far on. I think the furthest I've ever
go
gone
past,
like 3.
Yeah.
That's it.
After
I'm not
3
going past
pages,
3.
I'm done.
you guys know where to hide a dead body?
Where's that?
Page 2 of Google.
Dad jokes.
Yeah, dude. I mean, so it's, it is what it is. I'm more than happy to work with any business of any size, but I try to table the expectations because it's an expensive place.
So in theory, right, if I was going to start like a food truck and I started a website, all this stuff, whatever, and I want to promote my business, I can call Adlast and Adlast is going to help me market my business.
Yeah.
So for all the people that don't have big enough brains to understand exactly what you do, that's what it is.
Yeah. So if you own a
To
food
dumb it
truck,
down.
yeah. If you own a food truck, right? So you'll send me an email on like Monday morning. Ideally, right?
Yeah, in a perfect world.
Yeah,
Yep.
you send me an email Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day you want. Just send me the damn email and be like, "Hey, Vinny, this is our route for the week. We're going to be here, here, and here." And I'll say, "Great. So we're going to go on Facebook and we're going to post here this day, this day, this day. Tell people you're going to be here, here, and there."
Okay.
And then while you're there, take a bunch of photos, send them to me, and we'll follow up. We'll post them. We'll get them up. And in the times where you're not doing your route, we can either do like fun facts about food. We can do like call out other food trucks. We can really just do whatever to keep your page relevant and keep you active.
I like that.
Because if you don't do anything, your real estate's going to get taken by someone else, right? So like we
gotta keep the momentum.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So in theory, anybody who's really trying to get their name out there, like, so say someone like us, like we have the podcast, if we wanted to really promote this podcast, we can call Adlast and say, "Hey, I'm running a podcast. Can you help me get it out there?" And that's you know what? That's a low key or maybe high key, super fulfilling job because you could be the reason that somebody's business is that much more successful.
Yeah, I mean it's rewarding for sure, right? Like I got a call from a buddy, from a partner the other day that was saying he was trying to hook me up with another one of his mechanic friends, and like that's great, it's awesome. But he was telling me how he was telling his buddy that they could call me to like turn the phone call volume up and turn the phone call volume down.
Geek Squad.
Yeah, like now I will never tell you that that's going to be the case because like God knows I don't control when someone calls you.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I can just persuade them to maybe call you.
Right.
But to have someone say it is like very validating. It's very like nice to hear.
Of course.
Because a lot of the times it's not as obvious. Because like you see the ad on Google, on Facebook, on TV, maybe you hear that on the radio. It's like who gets the credit?
You might even hear the ad on the High Level podcast one day. You never know.
Dude, you might, yeah.
You never know.
You might. Yeah.
But that's super dope, man. Like, it's definitely, it seems that it's one of those things where like it's hard to not keep it going, but it's like not everybody always needs digital marketing. Like I'm a chef. Everybody gonna eat. So it's one of those things where like you're truly.
My job needs to digital marketing. Like we would love to like keep pushing out stuff for people to know like we exist and stuff like that.
Set you up.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yeah, no, it's
there
good.
you go.
It's good. And I mean, like, I enjoy it a lot. It's very rewarding. I do try to keep myself in the condition of, like, you're not doing this for the business, though. You're doing it for the end user.
Right.
So, like, when I was doing car dealerships, it really sucks. I'll be honest. It sucks to think that, like, you're selling another car for a dealer that makes a bunch of money. I'm not against making money. I'm starting my own business. I will hopefully make my bunch of money one day, right?
Right.
But if that's the angle you take, it can lose its rewardness. It can be less rewarding.
Rewardness.
Right? Yeah, it can lose its rewardedness. But if you think of it like, dude, I'm not selling the car for the dealership. I'm like allowing the dad to take his kid to work to school.
That's right.
Right. Like
more humane angles.
Yeah. Like okay, single family income. Like, you don't need a BMW. Like, there's a great option that's fully loaded for half the price. And like, it's my job to get that information in front of people. So it's, you know,
it's a hustle, bro. That's a hustle, though.
Yeah, and I try to look at it like that, because if you just think you're making someone else's buck, it can suck for sure.
Yeah.
And it's not one of those things that like you can slack on. Like, if you're not out there pushing your brand, then things ain't gonna happen for you. Like, it's not just gonna fall onto your lap either.
Right.
So like, that's why I definitely respect it, because
work.
keep it a buck. Like, I don't even think about how things get out there, but you're in the industry of getting shit out there for people.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I joke around all the time, like, I'm the guy that doesn't scan your emails for relevant keywords to send you an ad about. You know what I mean? and like, I don't get me wrong, you can't see someone's email. You never can. But what you're emailing about is in the mix of keywords that we can bid on in the future.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, it's the same, like, your Alexa's always listening to you.
Mm-hmm. Your phones.
Yeah, like, you say the keywords.
Right.
So it's not a surprise that, like, you guys maybe talked about getting a Zoom, never texted about it, never looked at anything, and then all of a sudden you get an ad about it.
Boom. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
I
like,
just thought it was my FBI agent.
yeah, it could be.
It could be. The feds listening on
That's
us.
right.
Yeah, no, it's
The feds. So for everybody who is watching, listening, tuning in from wherever the hell y'all are tuning in from, as long as you're tuning in, we appreciate it. But where can people find you? Like, if people want to reach out to you, they want some help pushing their brands or their businesses, where is the best place to find Adlast?
Yeah, the best place is probably the website, adlast.io.
.io? What's a .io?
Dude, it's a $2 web domain. Adlast.com was like $3,000.
Whoa.
Yeah. Who are
I didn't
they?
know. Yeah, I didn't know that things like that costed that much money. But
So I'll be the first to say, anyone looking for digital marketing, just know that I know that .io is horrible for SEO, but we could afford the cheaper domain.
yeah,
right?
you know.
So like, when I can afford the $3,000 domain and make the switch, I'll do it. But yeah, it's adlast.io, YouTube adlast.official maybe. We're either Adlast or adlast.official anywhere, and by we I definitely mean me. But I do pull in like contractors and freelancers when I do need to, and that kind of stuff. So
That's dope. So you guys heard it here on the High Level Podcast. Adlast, you want to put your business out there, you want to put your brand out there, you want to put yourself out there.
yeah,
Vinnie P's your guy, and let me tell you, you guys, if anybody is thinking about making that kind of move, Vinny's a great guy. I'm not just saying that 'cause he's my friend. He's just a great guy. He keeps it a buck. He always has. So you're going to actually deal with a human being. You're not going to deal with these big giant corporate. You're going to support a small business.
Yep.
And that's super important in today's society. If anybody cares
Absolutely.
about today's society and the way things are going, I do. Small businesses are the way.
Yep.
So guys, Adlast. Get hip. Get hip, people.
Do
It's
what
high
you need
level.
to do for your business or whatever you need to do.
Yeah, put yourself out. I mean, come on, put yourself out there. What's it gonna hurt? You want to make more money? You want a little bit more in your pocket?
Yeah.
Vinnie P's that guy for that.
That's what we do.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so as you know, Vin, you've tuned into the show, which we appreciate. We are going to roll into some threads now. Now, this is where it gets juicy. For everyone that's still here listening, tuned in, watching, whatever you're doing to tune in, we are the High Level Podcast. Find us on YouTube at the High Level Podcast. Find us wherever you can find your podcast. If you listen to your pods, we are on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, you name it, we're out there. So let's roll into these threads here. The first one I have, I don't know. This one I want to kick it off with this one. This one really made me chuckle. So it's captioned, "It's been over 30 years and I still can't let it go." Oh, so good. Back in 1993, my crazy hot Latina wife. I crack up because he just starts it off with my hot Latina wife. Not even just my hot Latina wife, my crazy hot
Emphasis
Latina
on
wife.
Crazy people.
Crazy. Use the knife to cut.
Foreshadowing.
Chill. Oh, fuck. Oh, all right. My crazy hot Latina wife used a knife to cut off my penis while I was asleep. She claimed the violent penisectomy was performed in retaliation for years of physical, emotional, and sexual abuse, but I don't see our relationship in the same light. My penis was surgically reattached, but it just hasn't been the same, and I'm still pretty sore over the whole thing. Am I overreacting? Buddy, you got your pee-pee slaying in the middle of the night. You're not overreacting. I think that's so black and white. You're not overreacting if you woke up and your pee-pee ain't attached to your body. That's a problem.
Did he say, "I think the relationship has changed"?
Yeah.
No,
they're still
shit,
together.
dude. Your relationship has changed.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that, because it's like, if you're still in that relationship, that's also a problem.
Yeah. For starters, no, you're not wrong. I think you're well within your right.
Go lay down. Go lay down. Sorry, guys, that's my crazy blue healer. If you guys have seen the show Bluey, that's what I have. Don't recommend unless you want to exercise and have free time.
He's adorable, though.
Yeah, he's a good dog. He is. But yeah, so penis was surgically reattached. I want to know how that works.
I feel like there was other things that could have happened before
she
the
did.
amputation.
She said there's abuse. Like, how do you not recall abuse? Like, you put your hands on her.
It was performed in retaliation for years of physical, emotional, and sexual abuse, but he doesn't see the relationship in the same light.
Is he admitting to his own physical, sexual, mental abuse?
No, he's saying he doesn't see it that way.
Okay, sorry.
So
I missed a detail.
I'm sure you don't see it that way, Mr.
kidding,
Abuser.
a lot of abusers ain't gonna see it that way.
No
they just see that shit as like normal or whatever. I don't know. But
she made me mad, so I had to hit her. Well,
yeah,
that's why you get your dick chopped off.
Yeah, that one's crazy though, because I could never fathom that. Like,
keep your hands to yourself. I mean, we learned it in kindergarten.
But still, like, you're chopping off a man's
Don't
junk?
want none, won't be none.
Dude, I don't know. I don't think I'd ever put myself in a position to give someone the motive to do that to me.
Well, you don't have a crazy hot Latina wife, so you're in the clear.
Subjective. She ain't that hot if she's going around with a machete, dude. I'll tell you that.
True,
much.
yeah, that ain't the one.
She's a real one.
Like,
apparently though, he can't get enough because he's willing to stick
Oh
with her.
yeah, because
He can't even do anything about the crazy hotness, even if he wanted to.
Because he's eating Latin food 5 times a day. I wouldn't want to leave either. That food's banging.
Yeah.
What I do want to know is how this man's getting it up.
I don't
know if he can now. And that's even worse, because now you ain't busting no nuts. How you gonna live the rest of your life? You're not busting nuts.
I don't know.
Thank you.
How is she like?
That's the crazy part.
Like being satisfied with that. Like, ew.
That's pretty savage.
So I never mean for these threads to always have some sort of sexual base to them, but the funnier ones are when it has to do with like sexual things, I guess. So
we're all adults here.
I think I'm gonna hit you guys with this one. It's titled, well, mind you, the group that I found this in is Dilemmas.
Okay.
So I'm having an affair with my homosexual stepson, and I'm a man. I am a 45-year-old man, and I moved in with my fiance a couple months ago. We have been together for 5 years, but before we met, she had kids with another man. like every other person in society. She has a son who is 23 and homosexual, and one morning she had left to go to work when I was showering, and it took off from there, really. My wife doesn't know yet, but I don't know if I should tell her.
Sounds like a porn scene.
Someone commented that. Someone comment. That's the only comment, mind you.
Oh, really?
That's absolutely unholy and disgusting.
Yeah, no shit, dude.
Well, that person's probably a little homophobic, but it's definitely unholy because you're crossing over your fiance's back.
Yeah. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with being gay, but that brings in some serious family ethics.
Yeah, I mean, you're crossing lines here because like you're a 45-year-old man. He's 23. First of all,
it's definitely a gap.
And I want to know.
Yeah, it is.
Should you tell her? I mean,
it is.
What?
It's a gap. Like that's
a huge gap. Like
that.
10 years
that is
is
still
like
a child
okay.
in my eyes. Like that's gross.
Yeah, like because he doesn't. You're 23. You don't even know which way is up yet.
Yeah, for real.
You don't know which way is up till you're
Your
like
brain
26,
isn't even
27.
fully developed
like,
at 23. Like
yeah, and you're just out here banging, man, old man, bro.
your mom's old man.
Closeted old man.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't want nobody to know. And but then he's asking like, should I tell her? What do you think? Would you want you want to start from rock bottom again, or do you want
He has a lot of battles to deal with, but the main one is to come out the closet.
I was gonna say he's gotta talk to himself.
Being down low while being with the woman,
Yeah.
like
He needs a therapist.
Yeah, he needs to talk.
He needs
to
to
himself
cut it
before
off
his
the
wife.
old girl.
Yeah, he does.
And the
He
new
does.
Boy.
And then if he wants to be with the son, that's one thing.
Absolutely
After
not. Like
just saying,
Dude,
You
you
can't
said,
be diddling
you said
the
to me
whole
about meeting my
family.
wife at work. Don't shit where you eat. And
Yeah, you know.
give this guy a pass.
but that's not. He doesn't get a pass. I wasn't. Listen, you can shit wherever you want to eat, Vinny. I don't give a damn. You can do what you want, bro. That's fine with me. I got your back. Yeah, that one's a little fucked.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no, making your rounds through the family is crazy.
yeah,
for
that.
sure.
I
You
had
gotta.
the mom, I had the son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's not. Maybe he's not homosexual. Maybe he's like a whatever.
Bisexual.
The pans.
Bi or whatever the one is where like you just like sex. It doesn't matter
Yeah, I
if
think
it's
that's
with a
pan. I
woman.
think that's
I think
pan.
Is that
Pan.
pan? Yeah. So like that's cool too, but like don't hide it, bro. Be who you are. It's 2024,
Live in your
bro.
truth.
Kidding.
You know, and stay away from the younger kids. That's
That's weird.
you know what I mean? Like
and that's frowned upon.
there's plenty of dating apps for people out there. Go find someone your age. Let's see. I like this one. I'm gonna transition away from all these disgusting borderline crossing.
Incestual.
Yeah,
you know,
right,
we're gonna walk away from that one. I like this one. What is the most illogical thing that you believe?
That a plane will fall right out of the sky with me on that plane.
Ooh,
solely
that's
just
so
because I'm on
scary.
that plane, it's going to fall out the sky because
That's scary.
I'm on it.
I could never.
Or if I'm on a cruise, the boat is going to capsize
I know.
specifically
Yeah.
because I'm on that boat.
Yeah, that's a little sketch. Just gave me goosebumps thinking about that. What about you?
The one thing I can think of, and I don't know if you want to go too deep into it, but like I subscribe to the theory that if you think that space goes on forever and don't believe in aliens, then you're like a fool.
Yeah,
Because
it's like proven now.
well that and
And it's just so ignorant thinking. Like, you really think you're the only
Thing in
human
the universe?
living
Nah,
in the universe.
you're not.
Like,
Sorry.
So I subscribe to that for sure. And
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I don't know if that's mainstream, but like that's definitely one of those things that like it's a little illogical because where is the real proof? There's like videos and stuff like obviously whatever, but like I don't know, man. That's like a belief type thing. Like
Yeah,
I just like
it's
I
each
just
their own.
believe it.
There, it's
you know
like
what I mean.
I respect it though.
some people have to see to believe.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have to see to believe.
not for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
The most illogical thing that I believe. I feel like the most illogical thing that I believe is like, I don't know, one of them ones where like when you shut the lights off and you're walking upstairs that like somebody's behind you or following you. And I guess that's not like necessarily in line with this, but that's what comes to my mind.
A good
Like,
illogical one was our parents saying that the light in the car was illegal, so if you turned it on. I used to be petrified.
that's a good one. Yeah,
Like,
we'll
oh my
get
God, I'm
pulled
gonna
over.
Get my mom
Yeah.
arrested.
Meanwhile, they just didn't want to deal with that bullshit.
I know.
Let's see. I have them in a different place here. This one, I really like this one because this is like a crazy situation. I'm not reading all these paragraphs, but in a nutshell, I think the title says it all. Am I the asshole for telling my husband that his affair child is not welcome in our home, and if he wants custody, he will have to move out? Just for a little bit of context, they've been married for 9 years. Found out that her husband was being sued for child support. Turns out the husband had an affair shortly after we got married. It nearly ended our marriage. Had a counseling, blah, blah, blah. There's 1,500 paragraphs for this. The title says it all.
Yeah.
You're the asshole. You're the asshole. That's your husband's child. It doesn't matter if it was he cheated on you and had a baby with someone else. Like, at the end of the day, that's his child. And if you're going to be his wife, hey, you know, you got to deal with some shit, man. This is life. It ain't ever perfect.
I want the female perspective before I give my 2 cents.
All right, go.
Have a baby on me, you are getting your own place. No,
I mean, that's fair.
So embarrassing.
But she stayed. They got counseling. They
and
worked
you
through
have
it.
physical proof of embarrassment? Like, absolutely not. Like,
But it's not the
no.
kid's fault. You can't be like, you know.
Exactly. The kid will. Me and the kid have nothing to do with each other. You and your kid can.
You know what's crazy?
Over
So I read the thread this morning. Like I said earlier, I've been spending more time on Reddit.
Yeah.
I read that one this morning.
What'd you think?
She's got the same exact perspective as the woman in that post.
Or did you read the whole thing?
I did.
It's too much to read on the pod.
and that's totally fine. And she said the same exact thing. She was like, I got no problem with him having a kid. It ain't my kid, so you could take him and do whatever you want to do with him.
Yeah, I mean, I understand.
You know,
that.
no one's telling him to send the kid to foster care. No one's telling him to
Yeah.
put the kid in the
Right,
street.
but
she
he
was
ain't living under
But you
my
ain't gonna
roof.
be
Yeah.
my kid.
Yeah.
Like,
I
no
will-
offense.
You're paying
like,
rent.
I will say, if I may, there's
You're paying rent.
Yeah,
You want to
for
live
real,
here?
yeah.
You're paying the rent.
You're a
for real,
bastard
dude.
kid.
That's
You're
it.
paying
Yeah,
some money.
You're paying the rent.
$600 a month.
And I don't want dishes in the sink either.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no concierge services. Stay away from the mini bar.
Yeah, I'm counting. We got the liquor bottles marked. Don't you dare.
Dude, plot twist. If you read that, the baby mama's going to jail.
Oh, that changes the game a little bit there.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
a little...
She's going to she's going to lock up for.
And now
Wow,
you're doing
see-
it with a criminal.
Now
no,
I wish
you
I
need
read
to
this.
leave with the
Yeah.
child immediately.
Yeah, it was nuts. My 2 cents, like, I mean, I've never been in this situation, so who knows? But I get they're married in that post.
Yeah.
So depending on what your views on marriage are, some people don't get divorced. You know what I mean?
Right. They
So
just stick it out.
there could be like a
Sad life to live.
a bigger thing there
Settling
too.
sounds like actual torture.
Yeah, no. I could never do it.
I don't know how
I'm not
You
doing
can
that
hit me in
shit.
the ankle with a razor scooter before you
Ooh.
make me settle.
How's your ankle feeling after that? Oh, that was the worst. I was go step on a Lego, you hoe. Oh man. I'm gonna do one more quick thread. I'm gonna fire off something that's just so irrelevant that I saw. I just found it funny because I don't know. I like Transformers, and this is that. But before I do that one, it's what's something that's incredibly unhealthy, and most people don't even realize it. There's a lot of those things. Like
I'm chopping down a bunch of trees in my yard to try to clear out some space, and I got to burn all the wood. And bonfires are dope, but every time I've come away from the fire, I just got a big bunch of soot in my nose.
oh yeah, that's not healthy.
I mean, that can't be good for you. I'm
No,
just, like,
no,
blowing
definitely
black
not.
soot out for the next 2 hours.
I don't know. I guess concocting like 5,000 different like bathroom cleaners, like
Yeah,
the
that's
Comet, the bleach, the ammonia, like. But I want my shit sparkly,
yeah. I want that. Like,
I know it's dangerous.
I want to
but,
get
like,
lightheaded by the time I
wanna
leave the
pass
bathroom.
out.
That's it.
I want to pass out to a
Pine
clean
saw.
bathroom.
When my nana broke the pine saw out to clean the bathroom, you bet your ass I stand in the doorway huffing as a young boy, huffing. I love the smell of pine saw. Just saying.
That's right.
Shit. Unhealthy thing that people don't realize is unhealthy. I think how much people are on their phones and social media, like that's definitely
Chronically
not healthy
online.
for your mental at all. Or like if you're a couch potato because of it, it's not healthy for your health. So double whammy there. One more before we roll into Would You Rather. This one's funny because it was posted in an Am I Overreacting page and it didn't make sense to me. I just thought it was funny, kind of witty. My girlfriend's best friend is a Decepticon and she knows I only fucks with Autobots. I told her it was time to roll out. Be true.
That's hilarious, dude.
I don't know why. I just thought that one was fucking funny.
That's hilarious.
But now we can definitely roll into Would You Rather, and Rayna, you can start us off.
Okay. This one I thought was pretty interesting. We'll start it off mild. Would you rather glow bright pink every time you're attracted to somebody?
Hey, mama.
Or glow bright red every time somebody annoys you?
Oh man, pink. Call me that peacock. I'd be red all day, every day.
Vinnie
I'm half
P.
Greek, half Italian,
And
dude.
the
My
P's for
blood
peacock.
simmers on standby, dude.
They call him Vinnie Peacock out here.
Jeez,
I'm picking pink too, because I get mad a lot, and I'd rather be pink than red, to be real.
I'd rather be red. Read the room. You see I'm aggravated.
Oh,
Please
yeah,
stop.
that's fair.
Just
Yeah,
stop.
read the
you
room.
literally see I'm
That's
aggravated and you're
fair.
still talking. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm literally red. Go away.
That's funny.
Like,
So true.
Oh, don't fumble.
see.
Don't
that would have been
fumble.
a
Good
terrible
save.
sound for
Hey,
you
take-
guys' ears.
Take it easy.
All right. Would you rather wear sweatpants every day for the rest of your life?
I do that.
Or never wear sweatpants ever again
Oh,
in your
fuck
life?
out of here. I'm
Whoa.
wearing sweatpants.
Every day for the rest
Like
of
in
your
the
life.
summer too?
Every day for the rest
Do
of your life.
sweatshorts count?
What's the or?
Ew.
What's the or?
Or never wear them ever again in your life.
Sweatpants.
Yeah,
Solar
sweatpants,
pants?
bro. I
Can
wear sweatpants
pajama
every
pants?
day.
He said the sweatpants shorts.
I'm asking, does that count? Because if it counts, then we're
Sweats
golden.
are sweats,
Okay, so
like-
sweatpants all day. Everybody who's watching this, listening right now, is def saying sweatpants. Like, how could we as a human species live without it?
Not you on your emo with the sweats in the summer.
Dude, there was a time in my life not too long ago where I wouldn't go in public in sweatpants.
What? Would you throw on a jeans, guy?
Always.
Guy,
Serial killer.
I can't do that. I can't wear jeans all day. I got a little thigh chafe and I'm
Dude,
skinny.
then
I don't know how that makes sense,
Dude,
but
like clockwork. I swear,
said a thigh
swear to
chafe.
God. Ask Kel. We moved to New Hampshire and like,
when he threw on his first
dude,
pair
my,
of overalls.
my like ways went out the window, dude.
Really, you're not a
Yeah.
city boy no more.
Oh, dude, I'm like going to Walmart in sweatpants with my white shirt tucked in. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I love it.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. But I'll definitely rock sweatpants out and about. No.
This one's a little morbid, but I was like,
Oh, send it.
would you rather know how you're going to die
I
or
already don't like it.
how your significant other is going to die?
I would rather know how I'm gonna die. Because I couldn't live with staring at you every day knowing how you're gonna die. I can
Yeah.
deal with looking myself in the mirror knowing how I'm gonna die.
Yeah, I think I'd rather know how I'm going out.
Because imagine that, like, and it's something like foul.
I was just about to say, because if it's something foul pertaining to you, like I'd literally be like, babe, you're not leaving the house.
But does that give you time to prep for it?
True. Well,
Mentally, physically, however.
that's
you
a
know,
different conversation right there, though.
yeah.
Well, if
Yours
know-
would be like you'd get eaten up by a shark in the ocean or something.
You know,
Mine's
that's a
gonna be
dream of
I'm
mine.
gonna die of diabetes with all the candy I eat. That's probably my outcome. So like I'd rather much know I'm gonna die of diabetes
Well, at
than
least you already know.
I mean, yeah.
I know you can treat.
My sugar intake's a problem.
You can treat it. It's insulin. You'll be
problem.
fine. I feel like, babe, you're gonna like this because you're a big history geek. Would you rather be in history books for something terrible, or be forgotten completely after you die?
Nah, I ain't getting forgotten, bruh.
Going out with a bang?
I'm going out with a bang. I'm doing some fuck shit before, I can't just, but you know what? I want to like opt out of this because I have two sons that are going to carry my name and my legacy. So in reality, I
But
already
you did
won.
something terrible. That's your legacy that you're
I've done a
leaving
lot of
behind.
terrible things already.
That's written down as history.
As history?
Like think of Hitler.
Yeah, but
things
imagine
like that. Like
the time on this planet, good and bad, no matter what you did, it doesn't matter. Once you're gone, like it doesn't matter. So I'd rather have something that's stuck forever. Because hey, I mean, it may be bad, but you ain't gonna forget a motherfucker now.
Well, they do say the road to evil is paved with good intentions.
the highway
Sounds
to
right.
hell is paved with good intentions.
Something like
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of borderline already in hell. So what? What's the
Honestly,
difference?
I don't forget about me. Like I'm dead.
Yeah,
Nah.
I think
Like
for the
I
sake
literally
of,
like I'm dead.
yeah, I think for the sake of my legacy, I'd be fine
Being forgotten.
I mean,
Yeah, but it's like you did
Not
one bad
I don't know,
thing.
man.
Like-
When you say it out loud, it's like, who's gonna be forgetting you though? Like, I'm fine with the world forgetting me, but like, I want y'all motherfuckers to remember me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
just
want my
'cause-
kids flipping through a history
Yeah,
book
but just
like,
because
wow,
you did
my
one
mom
bad
was a
thing,
piece of shit.
you might have did 50 good things to that one bad thing, though.
Yeah, but that one bad thing is fucking terrible.
Well, I have a would you rather that's along the
Let me hear
lines
it.
of this that it fits perfect. Would you rather be immortal or every time you die you get reborn again, and why?
I'm picking immortal.
But immortal, like I have to age, or can I look like this forever?
I was just about to say, because if I'm in like immortal like Twilight, yeah.
Yeah,
buddy.
I'd rather that
buddy.
than like
Yeah.
if I have to get old
I
and
will
be
definitely
immortal.
be a
No.
Cullen. Yeah.
And or every time you die, you get reborn. So imagine like you get reborn, but you have all the knowledge you have, and you're a baby. You can't talk. You gotta learn how to walk. You
But,
shitting
like,
yourself.
Reborn as what, like the lifestyle that I have now?
No, like reborn, like I don't
Be a
know,
slug.
like I don't know, reborn as a human at least. I mean, it would get to a point where you're like I've done it all. What do I do
That's what
now?
I'm saying, and then it doesn't end.
Yeah, bro. Like, and you're the only. Yeah, nah. But like, then if you get reborn and like, say you like get hit by a car as a 6-year-old, now you like have to restart, and you're in that baby's mind, like motherfucker, fuck, couldn't live past 6, and like you gotta hit the reset button, like
I am never crossing the street without holding my mom's hand ever
again, ever again.
I love it.
You're like
time I did
you're
that
like
to
the dude
restart.
from Big Daddy, the little kid from Big Daddy.
Yeah,
He's got to
yeah,
hold the
for real,
hand
yeah.
across the street.
Ooh. Would you rather have universal respect or unlimited power?
With power comes respect, right?
No.
If you
Look at
do it the
men who
right
are
way.
in power right now.
0
I don't
respect.
respect any of them. I'm taking the respect.
Yeah, I think I am too.
I think I'm gonna go power because
Dude,
with
this kid's-
power comes
He's
respect.
going out with a bang. He's
You
taking
know,
all the power.
with power, like I'm not gonna be an asshole guy with power. I'm gonna be that nice guy with the
That's
power.
what
that-
they all say.
Give the power to everybody.
Yeah, we're spreading power,
Power to
out
the
here,
people.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a good one here.
Let's hear it.
We'll do a couple more and then we'll wrap up.
Word.
Would you rather have a horrible short-term memory or a horrible long-term memory?
I got both. No, I.
Already there.
Yeah, for real.
Literally.
That's a tough one though.
I would rather have a horrible short-term memory.
Like can't remember what you did yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that because like I mean, I wish I didn't grow up so fast, but I enjoyed growing up. I enjoyed my childhood, and to not have those core
Yeah,
memories,
yeah.
that's like special
piece of
to
you.
you.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, I'm with 100%.
Would you rather find your soulmate or your calling?
That's actually a really good one. That's a real good one. Shit, you got me there, cause like,
I'm picking soulmate.
I would go soulmate also.
yeah, I'm going soulmate too. I have to go soulmate. I mean, I found mine luckily, but
Say it again. Say it louder.
I found mine.
Say it to the camera.
I found mine luckily. That's
right.
That's right.
Imagine going through life like I could never imagine not being a chef or not go chasing after those dreams and goals that I like.
Yeah.
Because it's nice to
your
lay your head
accolades,
down
yeah.
with somebody at the end of the night, but at the end of the day, like that's how you're gonna make your living. That's how you're gonna make your name for yourself. Ultimately, like outside
And
of your character,
self-fulfillment too from it. Like,
right? Like it's super important to who you are as a human being.
Yeah.
But
I just
also
feel
as
like
in
the soulmate-
companionship,
yeah.
though. Companionship's so important.
it's
So that one's
important. I'm picking the soulmate.
like,
Like,
yeah, I am too.
Yeah, I am too. I feel like if you have your soulmate, I don't want to like say both, but like if you have your soulmate, they probably allow you the freedom to like take the
Yes.
risks,
Yeah.
take the chances,
Yes.
figure out what the calling is,
Absolutely.
like all that kind of stuff. And if,
Yeah.
if
I mean,
you
you're living that.
dude, I mean, yeah, you said it. She won't let me look for another full-time job
Good.
until we give this a fair shake.
And that's so dope,
and that's
dude.
such a
'cause-
supportive partner. And
yeah, most women
it's
would not
very
do
rare.
that.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that it's very rare for women to let their partner just go for
Chase
it.
a dream,
crazy.
dude.
Chase a dream.
Yeah, soulmate for show.
Yeah.
For show. Is that all you got?
I mean, I have plenty more, but we'll save it for another day.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, you guys know the vibes when you tune in at High Level. We always do the Would You Rathers. We're going to work some other things, try some different things out. Vinnie P, you're the man, bro. I appreciate you coming
so
on and kicking it with us. And with that being said, thank you guys very much for tuning in, and we will catch you guys again next week. Peace and love.